Kamala Harris has formally accepted her nomination as the Democratic candidate for president at her party's national convention.
Speaking in Chicago, the vice president promised a new way forward for the United States and warned that the consequences would be extremely serious if Donald Trump was returned to the White House in November's election. Our US correspondent Emma Vardy has the story.
Please welcome the Democratic nominee for president, Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
A month ago, many people did not envisage this moment. America's lesser-known second-in-command, propelled into the starring role. But she's become the woman Democrats now believe can make history by becoming the first female president of the United States.
I will be a president who unites us around our highest aspirations. A president who leads and listens, who is realistic, practical, and has common sense, and always fights for the American people. From the courthouse to the White House, that has been my life's work.
She took the fight to her opponent with a warning.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man. But the consequences of putting Donald Trump back in the White House are extremely serious.
Women's bodies, she said, would be policed when it comes to America's most divisive issue.
He plans to create a national anti-abortion coordinator and force states to report on women's miscarriages and abortions. Simply put, they are out of their minds.
In just a few weeks, Kamala Harris has been on an accelerated path to this moment since Joe Biden dropped out of the race. Now she's appealed to people to see her as the future and urged voters to prevent a return to Donald Trump's America of the past.
What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answer?
Though there wasn't an appearance from Beyoncé that many had hoped for, plenty of celebrities have been lining up to back her. Polls suggest Kamala Harris has taken the lead in this race, but there are fears about the economy and illegal immigration that play to Donald Trump's strengths. Once the convention excitement subsides, there's still much to overcome if her dream of a new era is to be realised. Emma Vardy, BBC News, Chicago.
Yes, and we can speak to Emma now. Very good morning to you, Emma. You were in the room. You witnessed firsthand the atmosphere there. I suppose the question now is, how does what she said play to those who are undecided, who are not Democrat supporters already?
That's the crucial thing, isn't it, in the swing states where the margins are so small. I mean, I think she would have ticked a lot of boxes that Democrats were hoping for tonight, and she set the tone for the months ahead. She's going to keep on contrasting her messages that she believes are hopeful and optimistic, and contrasting that with the rhetoric that comes from Donald Trump that Democrats keep on characterising as angry and divisive. They say that's the rhetoric of the past, and they hope that that will lead swing voters to choose something fresh, something new. And she's going to keep on putting the focus, of course, on women, the issue of abortion. That's something Democrats think could sway the minds of people who are wavering in the middle and persuade a lot of women to come out and vote. But after today, of course, she's pretty fresh in people's minds, but she's going to now have to face several months of Republicans attacking her at every turn, the potential for things to be manipulated online and to take off misinformation on social media and things like that. And next, crucially, of course, you'll have to face Donald Trump in a live debate, which could be a very different affair from these kind of scripted, very carefully choreographed performances in front of a friendly crowd.